Come along. Come. That's all. Come on, no stress. Come on, keep up with them. Come on.
Eating breakfast to relaxing music. Sorry. Could always play you my chainsaw record.
I just don't know what's wrong with it.
Oh, it probably got dropped in the move. Here, try a bit of percussive maintenance. What's that?
Angry dairy farmers will converge
Works
on
with
Sydney to
patience
protest
too.
government policies, which they claim are
relapse.
forcing them off the land.
Ow! Oh, that's right. Quick, unplug it. Ah! Oh, could have been electrocuted.
Sorry, Jude.
That's okay. Just make sure you come to my resuscitation class tonight. Might come in handy.
I'm coming.
Good. At least there'll be two of us. Oh, do you think you could hand out some pamphlets at school?
Sure.
I want as many parents to come as possible. They're around here somewhere, but there's so much junk around.
I'm sorry, I'll get rid of it today.
Oh, not yours. I meant mine. Ah, head out.
I'm really sorry about the mess, Judy. Once I get those shelves up in my bedroom, I'll be able to get rid of it all. Brendan Jones is coming over later on to give me a hand.
Brendan?
He said he'd help.
Lucky you.
Come on, Chloe. Daddy's got to go to work. Because all good daddies got to go to work. Why? I don't know why. To save up money so we can send you to kindy.
I don't want to go to kindy.
You don't want to go to kindy? Well, I got to save up money so I can buy you food. You going to finish your milk?
Mm-mm.
Oh, we can't waste it and the cow doesn't want it back. Oh. Come on, hurry up. We'll never get you to school. Come on. Let's have a look at you. Chloe? Who tied those?
I can do knots.
Oh, you can do knots, can you? You certainly can. Eh? Woo! Hey, let's look at you.
Thanks, love.
You sure you won't have some, Sandra?
Oh, no, thank you.
Butter for your toast.
Don't use it.
I feed my chooks more than that.
It's all anyone has for breakfast on the continent.
Probably why their farmers need government protection.
Matthew, you will keep those photos in order, won't you?
Yes, Auntie Sandra.
I really don't think he should take them to school with him.
Well, of course he should. I've written something about everywhere that I went. The chateau in France, castles in England, palazzi in Italy.
Well, as long as people don't think he's showing off.
Well, it's hardly showing off to acknowledge there's a world beyond the milking shed. That's what education's supposed to be about.
Look what it did for you.
Well, at least it got me out of this dump and got me into a job that pays reasonably well. And from what I can see, it's more than you've managed.
Excuse me.
Anyone home?
Love.
G'day, Joan. Oh, don't get up, Duncan. Found some of your cows loose in the road. I put them in the milking paddock and closed the gate.
Thanks, Frank. I'll get right onto it.
Matt, you'll have to shake a leg if you're going to catch the school bus.
Oh, I can give him a lift if you like. Did you like that, son?
In the police car?
Yep.
Great.
Thanks, Sergeant Gilroy. Oh, this is Duncan's sister, Sandra. She's staying with us for
A couple of weeks, probably.
Oh, up from Sydney?
That's where I'm heading. I'm just back from Europe, actually. Long service leave.
Public service. That's what we pay good taxes for.
Duncan doesn't think much of public servants.
Police force accepted, of course.
Yeah, of course.
Now, have you got your lunch in your bag?
Yes, Mum.
Okay, give us a kiss.
Hey, what about your Auntie Sandra?
Goodbye, Auntie Sandra.
Well, can I take that for you?
You got to keep all the photos in order. They're for show and tell.
Well, looks like a lot of show and tell, eh? Come on, let's go. See you later.
Bye.
See you later.
Bye.
Duncan looks tired. He's got the same look that Dad had, as if he's martyred to the place.
Well, things haven't been going his way lately.
So what else is new?
The doc says to the bloke, "Does it hurt?" And listen to this. The bloke says, "No, doc. Only when I laugh." You've heard it before, haven't you?
Yeah, many times, Bub. Oh, but it's a good joke. And you told it good, mate.
Thanks. Is it still hurting bad, mate? I thought it might have been, yeah. Because you weren't laughing. You're all right. You seem to be different somehow.
Yeah, well, I was seeing things cockeyed. I wasn't seeing things straight. But I'm seeing things straight now, mate.
What, because of the accident, huh?
Yeah.
Well, they say it happens. That bloke who rolled the bread van over in Barrigan. Well, he went religious, didn't he?
Yeah. Sure makes a difference.
Yeah.
My life was spared, mate. But it was a photo finish. And the big judge upstairs gave it to me by a short nose. It makes you think what you were worrying about before. Stupid. You know what I mean, mate?
Yeah.
You know, I was MAD, mad. Jumping around from one job to another. Scrounging for a quid. Life's not worth it, mate. And I was a bit of an arc, mate. Because Rotex voted you in instead of me. Jealousy, see? Jealousy makes you spiteful. The green-eyed monster. Jealousy. How stupid can a man get? I mean, you're my best mate. And I nearly threw that all away. You're a good mate, I feel. Well, I can see clearly now. I stared death in the face. Fair and square. And he stared back at me and stepped aside and let me pass by, mate.
One more time or you can stay dead.
Sister Loveday? My office is no place for that kind of thing.
It's a model.
Yes, I can see that, sister.
I just got it back from Barrigan. I was checking to see if it was working or not. Come on, Annie. Let's get out of here. You can tell we're not wanted. It's typical of the attitude of this town.
What's behind that remark?
Well, I've only had about 3 calls for the CPR course. No one wants to know. They'd rather watch telly.
Well, you never know. You might get a late rush. I'll let all my patients know.
Thanks, Doc.
Bye-bye, Annie.
Who's your friend?
No, Shirley, Annie, Shirley. You can get better acquainted at the CPR course tonight. You coming?
Oh, I don't think so, darling. I only did a refresher course a few months ago.
Oh, yeah, right.
Besides, I'd much rather practice on someone real.
Hey, what a great angle to sell it. Good way to meet people.
Hello, Maggie.
Oh, sure.
Terence, patient histories.
Thanks, Shirley.
I bought this for Cookie. Is it all right if I take it through to him?
Oh, yes, feel free.
Visiting hours, all hours as far as Cookie's concerned.
I was surprised you let Jeff go into the army, June.
Not what we wanted. Jeff's choice.
Well, I suppose it's only natural that when one grows up that you want to try.
It's more natural to want to stick with your family.
You got tired of all work and no pay, I expect.
You had any trouble with her before?
Oh, not like this, but, you know, she hasn't been a real good milking cow for a while now.
Well, she's obviously in pain.
Poor beast's been torn of the belly, Jim.
Was she restless yesterday?
Yeah, she was.
Well, what do you think's wrong with her, Mr. Green?
Well, she's got a swelling over the lower right abdomen. That's unusual. They usually blow over with the upper left. So my guess is there's a twisted abomasum of the fourth stomach, but I'll need to do a laparotomy to confirm that.
What do you mean, an operation?
Exploratory one.
That'll set us back a bit, eh?
About $150.
Oh, no, forget it. She couldn't earn that much for me. The only thing to do is put her out of her misery, I guess.
Mr. Allen, there is something else I could try. I can't guarantee it'll work, but if it doesn't, I won't charge you.
And if it does?
Well, how does $30 sound?
Worth a try.
No sick pay.
Yeah, well, according to Muldoon, he's used his quota up for the year. He said if it had happened at work, it would have been different.
Workers' comp, right.
Yeah, but as he was moonlighting, he reckons the club doesn't owe him anything.
Well, he had to moonlight, the poor bludger. The amount of money Muldoon gives him here wouldn't keep a duck in feathers. Oh, fair go.
When has Muldoon ever been fair? I think it stinks. As if Cookie hasn't got enough on his plate.
Still, he's up there in hospital. Lying on his back and... as though he hasn't got a care in the world, you know. I don't know. I've never seen him so peaceful with himself.
In what way, Bob?
He's changed somehow, Kelly.
In what way?
I don't know. It's almost as though he's got religion or something.
It'll take a while, I expect.
Leastways, he's not worrying about anything.
Cut in half, isn't it, Kelly? Looks like a zipper.
Yeah, it certainly is.
I had to take the whole thing out. And a ruptured spleen. I tell you what, love, I went through agony.
Must have been a near thing, huh, Cookie?
Oh, touch and go. I'll tell you what. I stared death in the face, fair and square. And it stared back at me, stepped aside and let me pass by.
Everyone at the club said to be remembered to you.
Hey?
You got lots of well wishes at the club.
Oh, yeah, I know. I got more cards here than you see in the shops at Christmas time. Hey, did you... there's one from Muldoon there.
Oh.
Hey, not a bad old stick, Muldoon. I've changed my mind about him. Matter of fact, since I've been here, I've changed my mind about a lot of things. You didn't happen to bring me wages down with you, did you?
No. No, they're still getting them ready.
Tell you what, I could use them.
Anything else I can do for you? Any instructions for the club, or...?
No, I'm not worried about the club. It's in good hands. How's your ice cream venture going?
Oh, yeah, pretty good. I'm looking for a vehicle. I'm thinking of going into cheeses as well.
Well, you don't want to get your cheeses mixed up with your ice cream. You might get gorgonzola in cans.
With a chocolate topping.
Oh, that make me laugh.
Sorry. Now, what do you reckon, Cookie? Do you reckon there's a market for homemade cheeses?
Oh, yeah, some of the farmers' wives around here, they used to make fresh cheese.
Yeah?
I reckon you could only get it one way, fresher.
Yeah? How's that?
Grab a cow and shake it up and down.
So you... Listen, are you sure this works?
Well, sometimes it does, sometimes it doesn't. Oh, once more. Okay. Come on. That's it. Come on. Well, she looks all right.
Thanks, Ben. Right.
Hi, Brendan.
Sarah, you're just in time. I've just finished putting up the shelves.
One of the mothers was late and I had to wait behind.
Oh, no problem. You better inspect the work, see if you approve.
I'm sure they'll be fine. Oh, put the kettle on, I'll make some coffee.
Okay.
They look great.
So do I get an A for carpentry?
Provided I don't fall down, you get an A+.
So who's the young artist?
Which one?
Kissing fish.
Not kissing. One's giving the other mouth-to-mouth resuscitation.
Oh.
I gave the kids a talk on it today and they drew their own ideas. That's young Matt Allen's effort. He said his goldfish do it all the time.
Weird fish.
Oh, he's the cutest little kid, even if his mother did keep me late. Poor woman, she looked rushed off her feet. Suppose you know them too, do you?
Oh, the Allens, yeah. They've been in the valley for years before I got here, and they'll be here for years after I leave.
Are you leaving?
Oh, no, just a figure of speech, you know. And what about you? Have you worked out how long you're staying yet?
Depends on the education department.
Oh, she's got a good, strong heartbeat. How does Duncan feel about having a daughter?
Oh, you know what Duncan's like, Dr. Elliot. It's a bit hard to get out of him what he thinks sometimes. But whatever I want, he says.
I expect you're still doing the milking and so on.
Well, someone has to.
Well, I thought maybe Jeff, when the army does grant compassionate leave under special circumstances.
Jeff and his father don't get on. Look, I don't mind helping out. I've been doing it all my life.
Your blood pressure's up a bit, and that's a sure sign that you need to take things a bit more easily. So, no more farm work, no more helping with the milking. Take it easy, have a rest, put your feet up. Just for my peace of mind, huh? How do you promise? I know it won't be easy for you.
It won't be easy for Duncan.
Yeah. Bye-bye, sister.
Come on, Matt.
Can we stop for fish and chips?
Not now.
Why not?
I've got to pay for the groceries, love, next time, eh?
Oh, Mrs. Ellen, some pamphlets for the CPR course tonight. There's lots of parents coming, well, at least I hope there are.
Thanks, but I've already got my name on the list, remember?
Oh, so you have. Oh, well, see you tonight.
Yes, bye.
Bye-bye, Matt.
Bye.
Did you raid your piggy bank?
I'm just counting my pennies. I have to these days.
I thought you had 2 jobs today.
Yeah, I did. They earned me a grand total of $30. Less petrol, less a needle, less a shot of Buscopan. Actually, I think I earned a minus.
You're a touch, Ben.
Oh, please, you sound like my mother. I mean, what is a bloke supposed to do when all his customers are on the bread line? Oh, speaking of which, 1 freshly baked homemade loaf and some pikelets. Mrs. Perry gave them to me for attending to a cat. I think they were in lieu of payment.
Oh, well, at least you won't starve.
You know, you don't realise what a bloke's worth to the community until you nearly lose him. You know, we should show our appreciation.
What, do you mean like a testimonial, that sort of thing?
Save our cookie fund.
Yeah, something like that. Something we can raise enough cash to send him on holidays, pay off all those debts he's been worrying about. And fixing up his young bloke's choppers, you know? What about a prawn night, Frank?
Oh, we've had prawn nights galore. What about a concert, a sort of amateur musical night?
I don't think so, Frank.
Only the performers enjoy them.
I wouldn't say that.
We need something where everyone can join in.
So you can turn out and all your best dressed, you know?
Yeah, especially the ladies.
I still reckon a musical night. There wouldn't only be singing, there'd be dancing as well.
Dancing? It's a great idea, Frank.
Eh?
Huh?
I'll go and call everybody. I'm going to organise it.
Yeah, right. Guess.
Guess what?
We got a surprise for you. Guess.
Anything you do wouldn't surprise me.
And there's another clue now.
I don't need a clue, I need a shrink. I'm seeing things.
We're going to have a ball, Cookie.
Have a good time, mate.
No, a ballroom dancing competition. Sponsored by Rotex, and all proceeds go to the Cookie Lock Testimonial Fund. What do you think of that?
They doing all that for me?
Yeah, everyone's rallying round, mate.
Strength.
I'll see you over there, right?
Well, we better get you into shape then. Come on, Dr. Elliot wants you up and at 'em.
What for?
Because it takes 2 to tango. No, he just wants you to tone yourself up a bit. Walk. Come on. That's a fella. Off we go.
Oh!
Careful, careful.
Oh.
That's it.
Oh, I don't believe it. A man stared death in the face, fair and square.
Yeah, and he saw you, stood aside, and let you pass by. I know. Right, okay. Slowly.
After the meeting, the department head was confronted by an angry farmers group. He told them that dairy farming had failed to adjust to changing patterns of trade. There was a need for rationalisation if the industry was ever to be cost-efficient. In Melbourne today...
Rationalisation, that means rub out the little blokes, huh? I mean, what would some fat cat public servant know about it?
Enough to be a fat cat.
Oh, yeah.
Look at you, Nat. You got as much stuff on yourself as you managed to give the chooks.
What happened? He fall in it?
I was just mixing it up. You said for me to help with things. Now Mum can't do the work.
Well, listen, you better go and have your bath, son.
Just trying to help.
Yeah, it's okay.
Come on, I'll run it for you.
Now, the hell with it.
What's wrong, Duncan?
Oh, nothing.
Yes, there is.
Oh, it's just I don't know. It doesn't seem I'd made much of a life for us here, June.
Why do you say that? I've got everything I want. I'm happy, really. Are you worried about the new mouth to feed?
Of course
I
not.
feel such a useless great lump round the place.
Now, listen. You know I wouldn't be without you. And I want the baby.
I'll go and help Matt.
Sorry. I didn't mean to interrupt. It's tough on her. Especially in her condition.
Yeah, it's tough on all of us.
Well, why don't you sell the place? You never know, you might find someone fool enough to buy it.
It's our livelihood, Sandra.
Some livelihood. You work from dawn till dusk and you haven't got 2 pennies to rub together. You can't even afford a lick of paint for the place. Of course, it's none of my business.
That's right, it's none of your business. And anyhow, you're wrong. We'll get over this bad patch. Things will get better.
I can just hear Dad saying that.
I did all right by you.
And you got the farm. Do young Matthew a favour, Duncan. Don't leave it to him.
Moving to Canberra, Federal Cabinet is expected today to discuss...
You're still looking for a vehicle, Kelly?
Yeah.
Mate of mine's got a truck he wants to sell on the cheap. Give you his phone number if you like.
Oh, thanks, Bob.
Hey, why don't we have a disco?
No discos, no. Ballroom discs. We decided on that. It's more class, isn't it, Doc?
Definitely.
I do love a waltz. Let's have lots of waltz. And the foxtrot. And the quick step.
And the tango. Go.
Yeah, the tango.
And the bossa nova.
Yes, all right, Frank.
Yeah, well, should be a prize for the best and fairest.
Is Beverly coming?
Well, I don't suppose there's any way we'd keep her out, eh, Doc?
Pity.
She made an exhibition of herself last time.
Got carried away in the gay Gordons.
And she trod all over people.
I've got it. We'll get her to play the piano. That'll keep her off the floor.
I knew a Gordon once.
Right, next item on the agenda.
He was ever so gay.
Rules of the competition.
Now, I think there should be points for each dance.
And the couple with the highest score at the end of the night is the winner.
That sounds fair enough to me. Who will we get to judge it?
Oh, Cookie, of course, if you think he's right to do it, Doc.
Why not? Keeping score shouldn't be all that strenuous.
You'll organise the club for us, Kelly?
Yep, for sure.
Now, I'll look after the publicity.
Oh, thanks, Shell. Right, well, that's it then.
Ladies and gentlemen, take your partners.
Well, that'll wait. That'll have to wait. Thanks, love. That won't wait. That can't wait. Oh. Not much to show for it, is it? All the work. Perhaps Sandra's right, I don't know.
What's she been saying to you?
Oh, we should give it all away, sell out.
Sandra's so full of her own importance, she thinks she's got the right to tell everyone else their business. It's not that bad, is it? I mean, we can hold out. You don't want to sell the farm, do you?
Mm-mm.
Of course not. It'd break your heart. And it'd break mine to see you do it. Anyway, where would we go? What would you do?
Try for a job, I suppose.
There's no jobs around here.
Well, city maybe.
Not much there either.
It'll be a bit hard at my age, seeing farming's all I know. Not qualified for anything. Sandra was the brain in our family.
Look, you're a good farmer, Duncan.
Yeah, so good we're in this mess.
It's not because of you. There's hundreds, probably thousands in the same boat.
Tell that to the bank, will I?
Yes.
Got to see the bank manager Monday. Tell him to give us a breather.
Matt said you wanted me.
Oh, can you give us a hand with the milking? June's under doctor's orders. I can use some help.
Well,
Haven't forgotten how, have you?
I didn't come prepared.
Come on, I'll get you some overalls. They won't be Paris fashions, mind.
I'll be leaving soon. How will you manage then?
Somehow.
Matron, have you seen Vernon's scar?
Still on general exhibition, is it?
You'll be giving him plastic surgery, I hope.
Good heavens, no.
But it's so disfiguring. He'll never be able to wear his bathing costume again.
Esme, by the time it's healed, it'll be practically unnoticeable.
Really?
Ah, Miss Watson, I knew I could rely on your community spirit. The CPR course, it's this way. Come on. It's just about to start.
CPR?
Cardiopulmonary resuscitation. Come on. Right, before I let you all loose, I'll just quickly go through the 6 basic steps again. Okay, step 1, check for danger to yourself and to the patient. Step 2, response. Gently shake the patient and ask if they're all right. Are you all right? Now, if there's no response, go straight to step 3, which is to check the airway to see if there's any obstruction. Now, if there is, roll the patient into the lateral position, clear the airway, then quickly but gently roll them back and go to step 4, which is to check for breathing. Now, you look for the rise and fall of chest movement, listen for breathing, and feel for warm air exchange. Step 5, check the pulse. Now you check the carotid pulse here on the side of the neck, not the wrist pulse. Right, we'll assume that Annie has a pulse, but she's not breathing. So we go straight to mouth to mouth. Tilt the head right back, block the nostrils off completely, and you place your mouth over the patient's mouth and seal it off and give 5 quick breaths. Right, now check the carotid pulse again. If there's still a pulse present, continue mouth to mouth, 1 breath every 5 seconds. Now when the patient is breathing again, roll them into the coma position and reassess the situation every 2 minutes. Okay, any questions? Right, who'd like to volunteer? Oh, Miss Watson.
Oh, no.
Oh, no, just lie back here as if you're unconscious.
No, I just put my hand up to ask a question.
Oh, you don't want to volunteer?
Well,
Oh, come on, isn't it all right?
I suppose I won't come to any harm.
Oh, what was your question, Miss Watson?
Well, I just wanted to ask if it's hygienic.
Oh, much more so than the alternative. Right, who'd like to practice on Miss Watson?
Oh, dear. Oh, dear.
Right, now supposing ventilation's not effective, what do we do? Lift the jaw to open the airway, and look, listen and feel for breathing. Oh, hold on a minute, Sarah, you're a bit high. So you find the lower part of the breastbone. There. Now, you press down about 4 centimetres, 1.5 to 2 inches, and keep your fingers well off the chest. Okay. That's it. That's it. That's good, but you have to be quicker. It's 15 times, then mouth to mouth twice, then another 15 compressions. You repeat the whole cycle 4 times a minute.
I'm sorry, sister. We've lost this one. Don't seem to be able to bring her around.
Sorry, I can't get you a more energetic dummy.
Sister, I breathed in when I should have breathed out. I don't think I'll ever get the hang of it.
Well, at least you tried, Miss Watson.
And my heart is like a little bird. And pitter-patter, pitter-patter.
Oh, Brendan, what are you doing here? Come for a refresher course?
No, I just thought you might need a helping hand.
Yes, actually, I do have someone in need of a partner over here.
Judy?
Sarah, you might get a bit more response from this dummy.
Thanks a lot, Judy.
Oh, Brendan, you better be the patient, because you've done all this before. Oh, go on.
All right, here. Excuse me, madam.
Get saving, Sarah.
I'm not quite sure if I got this right yet.
Oh, practice makes perfect. I've just been dragged helpless from the water. What's the first thing you do?
Clear the airway. Fine. Lift the head, pinch nose, and
Oh! You practiced on me the first time. Oh, Mr. Jones, will you show me how to do this heart massage thing as Sister Loveday is busy?
Come on.
Esme.
Oh, makes a change from the public trustees, officer.
Not for the better.
How aren't you enjoying yourself? Haven't lost your touch?
Well, you're in a good mood.
We'll milk eels up tonight. Keep it up the next couple of assessments, they'll raise the quota.
Pinch of hope, Duncan. It's what's always kept you shackled to this place. You had a good brain once. Why don't you use it?
What, and swap places with you? No, thanks. At least I own myself.
That's a joke. The bank owns you, the board owns you, the agricultural companies own you, and more than that, this place owns you. Think about the city, Duncan. Would mean a much better chance in life for Matthew. For all of you.
Thanks for helping out with Miss Watson.
You said that without moving your lips.
Oh, very funny.
No, it's okay. Do you want a hand with
Oh,
the...
no. Annie and I are going to be quite close. See you, Sarah. Thanks, Jude.
So, can I give you a lift home?
No, I've got my bike outside.
Oh.
I thought you weren't coming tonight.
Oh, changed my mind, you know.
Well, I guess we better go.
Well, can I walk you to your carriage, madam?
Oh, thank you, kind sir.
I feel I have learned so much tonight, June. And isn't the kiss of life a lovely way to describe it?
Yes, it is. It is. Good night.
I was just telling June what a success the evening's been.
Yes, wasn't a bad turnout after all.
We all did our little bit. Wandon Valley is still blessed with a community spirit, wouldn't you say, Doctor?
Well, I suppose so.
And I think it's so good of Rotex to sponsor this dance competition for dear Vernon. The only pity is he wasn't able to put on his dancing pumps and take to the floor himself.
Well, he's going to judge it.
Oh, yes, I know that, but it's not the same, of course. And unfortunately, well, it's left me without a partner. I was wondering, Doctor...
Hmm? Sorry...
I have won several spot prizes at the Barrigan Palais in my youth. You wouldn't be taking on a rank amateur.
Thank you very much for inviting me, and I appreciate the honour you're doing me, Miss Watson. But unfortunately, I'm already spoken for. You see, I've already arranged for Judy, Sister Loveday, to partner me to the ball.
I see. Of course, I should have asked you sooner. Good night.
Good night.
Oh. First I've heard of it. What if I say no?
But you wouldn't. Would you?
No, but you better be nice to me.
He will be. You've been on at Duncan about selling the farm again.
Yes.
I wish you wouldn't.
I only told him what's best.
Best for who?
For Duncan. If he got out of here, he could still make something of himself.
I wish you'd stop saying that. This is what's best for us, farming. It suits us.
It's sending you to the poorhouse.
Sandra, I wish you'd just leave us alone. And especially leave Duncan alone.
He is my brother.
And he's my husband. How dare you tell me that we're a drag on him?
I didn't say that.
Of course you did. He could still make something of himself, you said, as if he hasn't achieved plenty already. He's raised a family in this house, Sandra. He's kept a roof over our heads and he's seen us right through thick and thin. And he's stayed cheerful while he's done it. Until you come along, that is.
I wasn't putting him down.
Oh, you were. You do it all the time.
Well, you could hardly call Duncan a farming success at present.
Oh, it's not his fault if the bottom's fallen out of the export market and the bank interest is through the roof, and he can't stop interstate milk coming in and undercutting us.
Then why not get out?
No.
Well, what else?
We'll do what we've always done. We'll work and work harder.
Well, that won't help in the long term. Overproduction's the problem with the dairy industry. And there's a classic case of overproduction very close to home.
What does that mean?
Oh, never mind.
Have you got something to say about me and the baby?
Forget it.
You say it.
Well, only the obvious fact that it's thoroughly irresponsible to be bringing another child into the world when you can't give it any future.
All the cheek!
Well, you asked me to speak my mind.
Well, what would you know about having children? You've lived for yourself all these years. That's probably the problem. You resent us because we're a family. We've got what you haven't.
I think I've got rather more, actually. A very nice unit overlooking the harbour, a new car, and I've just had an
overseas trip. We know all about that. But you haven't got kids, Sandra, or a husband or anyone. You haven't even got a cat. You've only ever cared about yourself, and now you're finding out that nobody cares about you. Oh, you might have a fancy unit with a harbour view, but you haven't got a home. That's what I've got. That's the difference. Is that why you want to take it from me? Don't be stupid.
Did you and Mum have a fight?
Oh, it was just a little argument. Grown-ups do that sometimes.
Kids do too.
Yes.
Don't worry, Auntie Sandra. Mum didn't mean it. She just wasn't feeling well because of the baby and everything.
I know, love. I know.
Oh, come on in, Esme. I'm just giving Chloe some breakfast.
Oh, hello, dear. Isn't she lovely? She's having lovely cereal for her brekkie, is she? Can I have some of that? Oh. Oh, what a lovely sharing nature.
Would you like a cup of tea, Esme?
No, thank you, Brendan.
Nice day.
Yes, yes. The sun's come out again. I'm so excited about the ball, aren't you? The ballroom dancing competition for Vernon's testimonial.
Oh.
You'll be going, of course.
Oh, yes, of course. Yes, I can't let Cookie down.
Oh, no, those are my sentiments exactly. Well, except that in a way, well, he has sort of let me down a little, you see, by leaving me without a partner. It means that I'll have to find someone else. And, well, I was wondering, would you be willing to help, Brendan?
Oh, yes, of course. What about Les Pearson?
Oh, no, I don't mean it like that. I was asking you, Brendan.
What? Oh, me? Oh, no. No, I couldn't do that to you. I don't even know the steps.
Oh, yes, I could teach you.
You could teach me.
You'd follow me. I'd lead. We'd look wonderful. It'd be like Ginger Rogers and Fred Astaire.
I think he leads.
Oh, but two dancers in perfect harmony. Brendan, no one leads, no one is led. There is just poetry in motion.
Oh, yes, but Esme, I'm tragedy in motion. I couldn't do it to you.
Oh, don't be silly.
No, look, I can't. Honestly, Esme, I just can't. I've asked someone else already. At the class last night.
And may I ask who?
Just a friend, Esme. Look, I'm sure there's plenty of pebbles on the beach.
Well, yes, I'm sorry to have embarrassed you by asking. Good day, Mr. Jones.
Bye-bye, Miss Watson.
I know who it was who asked you. That pretty little school teacher. I could tell in class. for the way you revived one another.
I had intended to stay until my unit was vacant, but I think I'd better go back sooner.
You don't have to.
I think I do.
Sandra, I'm sorry if I hurt you last night. I didn't mean to say what I said.
But you did mean what you said.
No.
And I apologise too. I can see how advice could be construed as interference. If you think you can make a go of the farm, then it's up to you and Duncan, I suppose.
Yes.
Well, I'm prepared to let bygones be bygones if you are. Let's forget it ever happened, shall we?
Yes.
Anyone bring the mailer?
Oh, it's over there. There's one from the board. I haven't had a chance to open it yet. Do you want a coffee, love?
Oh, no, thanks. How are you this morning, Sandra?
Quite well. But I've told June I'll go back to Sydney.
Oh,
Even though we resolved our differences, this farm and its management are your affair.
that's good. Oh, what?
What is it, Duncan?
They've reduced our quota.
They can't.
They have,
But our yield hasn't been down.
but the quality has. According to this, the last two assessments have tested below par, so they've cut us back.
Oh, Duncan.
Well, that's it. I mean, what can I tell the bank now? As far as I can see, we're finished.
Hi.
Hello.
Listen, I just wanted to catch you before you went to school.
You've caught me. Was it about taking me to the dance?
Yes.
Well, I suppose as it's all been arranged, I'd better say yes.
You knew I was going to ask you?
I was told you already had.
Oh, how embarrassing. Look, it's just... Look, Esme put me on the spot and I didn't know how to get out of it, so...
Thanks very much.
Oh, no, it's worse. No, I mean, I was going to ask you anyway, but just Esme...
Precipitated it.
Yeah.
Poor old Jones.
Poor old Esme. I didn't want to hurt her feelings.
No.
How on earth did you find out so quickly?
Beverly told me.
Oh.
Rang especially about 5 minutes ago.
Oh, well, word certainly gets around.
Good news travels fast, I say.
Hi. Oh, hi, Brenda.
Hi, Judy.
Hey, I hear you're taking Sarah to the dance. Just ran into Esme Watson. She happened to mention it in passing. You want to be careful. This town will have you two engaged in no time. Anyone for coffee?
No, nothing there. I better get going. See ya.
Bye.
Bye.
Not for me either, thanks, Jude. I've got to get to school.
So, who's sneaky then, waiting till I went off on night shift?
What do you mean? He only got here just before you did.
I'm joking. He wouldn't leave Chloe all night.
Chloe? Who's Chloe?
His little girl. Oh, didn't you know? He's got a 3-year-old daughter.